University in Germany and the US. Hey everyone, Dana here, and in this video I am with Sabine from the YouTube channel Über Uni. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, Sabine.
Thank you for having me in this video.
Yes, definitely. So, what are we talking about? Well, seeing as Sabine is from the YouTube channel Über Uni, which literally means about university, I thought it would be great to talk about university in Germany and the US. So we're going to talk about a few points in this video in English, and then also a few other points over on the Über Uni channel in
German.
German. Starting with universities with a campus. So in the US, it's pretty common for universities to have a campus, a big old area with the classrooms, but also often dormitories for sleeping and cafeterias for eating and pools and gyms and so much more. So it's actually kind of like a little village. How would you say it is in Germany?
Okay, so yeah, we also have that campus universities where you would have a bunch of apartments for the students on the campus, but most students would live in the city, more or less close to the university. And of course you would spend parts of your life on campus, but that's not where you spend your whole life. So university is more like an office you go to, an office you commute to, but you also leave. And other universities are, they have their buildings all around the city. And one faculty, for example, is in that building, and the next faculty is in that building. So you, when you have your different classes, you go from one building to the next building. So the whole city is your campus.
Okay, that's well put. The whole city is your campus. And so if you have to go from one building to another, do people often use public transportation from the city?
Yeah, sometimes you really need that. For example, at the technical university in Munich, that one big part of the university is just so far away. So I think it takes you maybe 1 hour or more to get from one building of the university to the next one.
With public transportation?
With public transportation, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how about merchandise? So in the US, it's pretty common for universities to have a mascot and school colors, and then there's often merchandise with that mascot or the school colors or the name on it. And there is often a lot of merchandise, and people really seem to buy it and like it and wear it around. You know, there are t-shirts and sweatshirts and coffee cups and decoration for the car. So really just so much university merchandise. Yeah, Stefan's right now looking off to the corner because I have some merchandise up there from my university. Exactly. Yeah, I had decoration for my car. I had some gym workout pants.
Really?
Yeah, I had t-shirt, sweatshirt. My parents had a sweatshirt with it. So yeah, university merchandise is a thing in the US.
Most universities don't have it, and if they have it, it's not very popular to wear it. So I think universities that have a lot of international students, for example, they would have it. For example, the Technical University in Munich, they have a big shop in their main building, and online they sell t-shirts and mugs and condoms, for example, which is interesting. But as I said, it's not very popular. And with the mascot, I think I never heard about German university with a mascot. If you know a German university with a mascot, then please write it in the comments below, because I googled it and I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find like that a university in Germany had a mascot.
No. But there might be unofficial or unofficial mascots. Like, for example, if there is a cat that lives in one of the buildings, then maybe that cat or that mouse maybe would be the mascot of the university with an own Facebook page and stuff like that.
With a Facebook page.
In Augsburg, there was a campus cat, and the campus cat had an own Facebook page, with a lot of likes.
And was there any merchandise made out of the cat? That's what the American wants to know. Did they merchandise that?
Well, I think they should have, but I think they didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity, Augsburg. From merchandise to textbooks. In the US, I can remember textbooks being really expensive at university. Sometimes I spent more than $100, over $100 just for one textbook. And I had to buy a textbook for pretty much almost every class. I can remember usually the professor would say exactly what textbook we needed to buy, including the edition. So you had to get the right textbook, the correct edition, usually the newest one. And if you didn't get the right edition, for example, if you tried to get an older edition to save money, then sometimes that wouldn't work, because if you had to do an assignment from the book and there were specific questions, one edition could have different questions than a different edition. So yeah, what would you say is the case in Germany?
Well, I bought a lot of books in my first year in university, which was a huge mistake because you just don't need to buy books. You can go to the library, there you have all the books, and they're also available online. You can read them whenever you want to read them. And we also have sometimes classes where you have to buy readers. And then you can either buy the printed version of the reader from the university, or you can print it. Like, it's also available online. And the reader is like the best of different books, and your professor just makes a compilation.
So the professor puts it together.
Yeah, right.
And then says,
and then you can
get this.
Yeah, right. And it's just all the things that are important for your course. It's like that or like that. And you can just either print it or
buy it from the school.
Buy the printed version. Yeah. A reader would be like maybe 8 to 15 euro.
Mm-hmm.
And a textbook, from let's say 25 to 80, 100, depending on the subject you study.
That's the thing, depending on the subject. I did notice that as well in the US, that it really depended on the subject, that some of my textbooks were like around the $100 mark or more, and then some of my textbooks were less, like $60, $70, and it really depended on the subject, but that's still a lot, $60, $70. And lastly, in this video, I'd like to talk about the concept of alumni. So the word alumni just describes having graduated from a particular university, but in the US there's kind of a thing about being an alum, which is the informal way that we talk about it. I'm an alum from this university, or I'm an alum of this university. Many people in the US keep informed about their university long after they have graduated, buying merchandise, going to sports games, and just knowing what is going on at that university. And some people even also donate money to the university that they are an alum of. So in the US, for some people, there's this connection with the university that remains after they have graduated. What would you say is the case in Germany?
It's not a big thing in Germany. I think it's becoming more important, but right now it's not really big. There is a difference between public universities and private universities, or small universities, because in the private and small universities there is a big community, but that's not what German universities are known for. But it's different in other European countries, like in France or in the UK, for example. They have a long tradition. In Germany, that started in the 80s. So in the 80s, they started to form unions and they started to build that whole system. But yeah, I think that's the reason why it's not that big.
So our question for you is, what university differences have you noticed in Germany, the US, or anywhere else around the world? Please let us know in the comments below. I don't know if we mentioned that in the video already, but this was Sabine's first English video. So let's give her, come on, there's 2 people behind the camera. Everyone clap. Woohoo! Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Thanks again to Sabine for joining me in this video. If you'd like to check out the Über Uni YouTube channel, just click the little circle button thingy here on the screen. And from me and Stefan, thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support.